Welcome. My name is Liz Lisicki, and I'm with NOAA's Office for Coastal Management, and this is part 1 of the webinar, Building Resilience in Our Coastal Communities. Part 2 is a live session scheduled for the date and time indicated on your screen. Now, today's on-demand session is all about creating and sharing maps that can help you move your communities towards improved coastal resilience. We all know that pictures help tell a better story, and if you're like me, then powerful images and shapes and colors, they help you to see things more clearly. They help you understand things better, and they can stimulate your thinking. Well, maps are a kind of a picture. They help us see what's happening in our neighborhoods and our parks and our business districts, and they help see those connections and conditions. Now, if you're an emergency planner, if you're a planner or an emergency manager or an activist who's trying to engage your stakeholders in discussions about building resilience, well, you may not be a mapping expert, but you still need maps that help tell the story about how your people, places, and natural resources are exposed to coastal risk. And the good news is you can access maps that do that for you, and that's through NOAA's Coastal Flood Exposure Mapper. And this is a tool that can help you create and develop these maps. And here to show us how that works is David Beatenbaugh. David is also from the NOAA's Office for Coastal Management, and he's a bit of a mapping expert. So welcome, David. Oh, thanks for having me, Liz. Yeah, David, so maybe you could tell us a little bit about why this product was developed. Oh, sure. Well, over the years, we've worked with many coastal communities, and they were undertaking their risk and vulnerability assessments, and we recognized a trend across many of those communities. They just didn't have the capacity or the knowledge to make the initial maps that they needed for their projects. So we developed this resource to fill a need for maps that are easy to use and access for folks who are not mapping experts, and they're maps that grab your attention and stimulate interest and conversation. Well, that sounds like a great tool. Are you ready to give us a tour? Sure. Great. Now, the demonstration is about 35 minutes long, and it is recorded, so you can push pause or replay at any point, and that way you control the pace at which you view the video. Now, we also encourage you to submit questions. You can do that by typing them in the box on your screen. We'll collect your questions and provide responses at the live session. Now, also during the live session, you want to make sure you join us because we'll hear from someone who has used maps to engage the community and help them begin moving towards building resilience. Now, David, should participants go ahead and open a browser and explore the mapper while you're doing the demonstration? Well, sure, you can do that if you'd like. That way you can see what's happening in your neighborhood, and you can even try creating some local maps. But if that isn't something you want to do now, then please take a look at the mapper before we meet for part 2. And if you realize you have a question, you can always return to this recorded video and submit your question before the live session. Great. All right, well, when you're ready, click on the mapper introduction to start the demonstration.